Okay, I'm gonna go outside and see if I can show you something. I was out on the south side of my place looking up toward the west, and I noticed that there was there's the lights way up there on the hill, and they were real fuzzy, like it was snowing. And I, oh man, is it snowing? I got on my binoculars and I couldn't tell if it was snowing up there or not. And then it started to come down here, so it's basically that we're getting covered with clouds now. We're now in a giant fog. You can't see, well, you could see across the street. You'll probably be able to see, well, you're not going to be able to see anything, but we're in a freaking fog here. Like we're covered in like a fog. Not real thick, but it's a cloud, so I thought it was more snow, but it's like some sort of a not fog. I guess I don't know what fog. Is fog just basically a cloud that's low? Anyway, later. Welcome to the Hello Rodney Weather Channel, where you get the finest in weather if you're interested about what's going on right here. And there it is. No sun, and it's pretty chilly again. Let's get funky. Yeah, let's get funky. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. So, anyway. Well, today I went to hit the microwave and kaboink, it died. So I had to go buy a new microwave. My stove doesn't work very good. Oh well. So anyway, I have a new microwave now. Oh boy. Should have taken you on a trip to the store. It's kind of funny. I was thinking about it when I came back. That on the way back, I was thinking, I always try to make people laugh, and it's fun because you never can tell what I saw this. I was walking down the aisle, and there was a woman there who was like in deep contemplation over the candy aisle. Right? She was like really intense. And I walked by and says, "Oh, it looks like you found your place." And she looked at me kind of weird. And then she realized she was at the candy aisle, and they kind of broke up. So we had a nice little conversation about that. That was fun. But I was trying to make people laugh. And it's nice. I met today a man at the guy that helped me with the microwave. And he's 75 years old, and he works at Walmart, and he likes it. He says he looks forward to going to work. Because he's like me. He's fucking live by himself. And he says he's got a good job. He works 7 hours, 4 days a week, sometimes 3 days off. So that would be about a good schedule for me. Actually, 3 7-hour days would be better for me. Let's see here. No. It makes popcorn. I burned the popcorn. I can't blame it on the microwave because I started the popcorn in the other. Damn it. Look at this. Look at that. Into the fire, you burn popcorn. Don't you ever burn on me again, popcorn. You'll learn your lesson now, I can guarantee it. What are you gonna do? The guy told me, he says, hey, just keep the box and all the receipt and everything, and if the thing blows up in 5 months or something, bring it back. That's one thing I do like about Walmart. They don't you know, if something, you know, they'll give you your money back on stuff. You know, because I paid $67 for that thing. It better last me like 5 years. And I mean it. I'm not going to play around with them. Oh. I have to learn how to use this fucking thing. This is totally different than my other one. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Okay, see you later. Baby, 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 you know I love you. Just got off the friend. Just got off the friend. I just got off the friend with the phone. I just got off a friend with the phone. That's kind of fascinating, isn't it? You know, I just got off a friend with a phone. Get it? I just got off the phone with a friend. Yeah, I tell you what. There's a very, very close dear friend of mine on here on YouTube. One of my subscribers. One of my old-time subscribers. A woman that has some problems. She has big problems because she has cancer. You know, it's not the kind of little baby cancer that I had. She's got serious cancer. But she's really, you know, she's doing good. Her markers are going good, and so she's doing well. So I'm very happy about that. I mean, you know, I remember when I had cancer, I tried to, you know, put on a happy face, you know, and I didn't want to freak out anybody. I wanted to pretend that I wasn't worried, you know, because I didn't want anybody to freak out, you know, because I'm not going to go around, you know, trying to, yeah, you know, anyway. And this person is kind of like that too. I think she is maybe a little bit too strong for her own good, and she might want to, you know, I shouldn't say that, I don't really know, but I think that she's a very strong person, and if something goes wrong, she needs to tell everybody about it. Oh man, I am trying to drinking some sleepy time. It's kind of early here, but all day today, no sun, so it's been kind of cold. And I went today to get to do something with my microwave. My microwave died. Had to go buy a new microwave. But this friend of mine that's got cancer, I want her to go and talk to this person that's like a faith healer. And you know, people start getting weird about that kind of stuff. You know, people start like snickering or some shit like that. You know, and this, you know, people can do all that they want. You know, but there are stranger things. There's many things in this world that are stranger than anything that you can write. You know, so miracles happen, and people think that they don't. Well, then they can think whatever they want to think. But miracles do happen, and I think that that's what I would like for her to do. Let's go and visit this person. I think his name is Blank. Terry Blank. It's the name. I can't remember the name. And because I want to send her some information on that. But, oh, okay. Then maybe this is, let's see. Ah, that's it right there. Right there. Nope, that's not it. That's not the guy. But, I've been trying to find that thing, but it's, you know, it's okay. I don't really have much to talk about. I'm doing a video, and I still, you know, this person, to me, is a very, very brave person because, you know, a little thyroid cancer that I have is not nearly serious like a, you know, serious stage 4 cancer. And I mean, if I had stage 4 cancer, I don't know what I would do. I would, I don't know. Because I mean, one time my numbers, you know, I had a blood test or something, and I freaked out. You know, automatically, whenever you have something like this dramatic happens to you, if you're, depending on your personality, you know, I get a little bit of what I perceive as bad news, and I just totally freak out and lose it, you know. So I'm not a very brave person when it comes to this kind of thing. And someone that's dealing with stage 4 cancer is way ahead of what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know how I would even handle that. It'd be rough. So that's why I'm going to look up this thing, and people can say whatever they want to, you know. Rodney, you're really stupid to believe that. Well, I don't really care what you think. What's that? I don't care what you think. But I'll find it eventually. I just don't know where it is. Forgot the guy's name. I thought that's what his name was, but it's obviously that wasn't. It was the wrong number. It was the wrong name. So I've seen some videos. He was doing a really interesting series in Australia, because he goes and does these talks, you know, on what he's doing. He's been doing it a long time. Oh, and you can look on YouTube, faith healers. You put on faith healers, you put on street healers, and just go and look and see what those people do. And you know, truth is stranger than fiction, and I believe it. So that's the way I am. Anyway, I'll have to find that. Oh man, it wasn't really a rough day today, you know. Just cold, and I continue to go through some of my stuff and continue to make stuff, but I'm just doing that out of, it's almost like make work just to do something. And I was talking to a guy today at Walmart. He's 75 years old. He's working at Walmart. He says he loves it, that he, you know, it's just like gets him out of the house, and you know, that's kind of the part that I'm in it. And he was saying, well, what other company would hire you at 75? And I mean, seriously, I mean, I'm not even 65 till this summer. And then this thing came in. This is a thing that's this thing right here. It looks like simple enough to install. I think I can actually do this without having a lot of work to do. I think I can do it. Looks like it's got some instructions in here too. So I talked to the guy who built the kiln, and he's a funny guy. So he was cool. I've had that little kiln right here. This one right here. This is my very first kiln. This one right here, that was my first one, and then that one was my second one. This one has the elements in the side and the bottom, actually, the bottom right here, and the other one has the elements in the top. And this is my third kiln right here. That's the workhorse, and then that's my fourth kiln right there, which is the horse that never gets worked. So that ought to tell you something about something. But this, you know, I'm not going to name that person because I don't think that's a good thing for me to do, to name people. It's just something that I just generally don't do when it comes to real personal things on YouTube, because it's, you know, I don't want to invade other people's privacy and stuff. But you know, pray for this woman that she gets healed of her stage 4 cancer. think that'd be a good thing for you to do. Oh man, I can't sit still, and I'm getting tired. I've been cutting back on my caffeine, and I think it's making me feel a little bit better. And right now I'm drinking Sleepy Time. It's about 7 or something like that maybe. So I'll drink some Sleepy Time, and then I'll start to doze off a little bit. And sleeping is an enjoyment for me at times. Sometimes I look forward to going to bed, and I look forward to going to bed when I'm tired. So I'm kind of getting tired a little bit, and so I'll continue to. No, I'm having tension tamer right now. That's what it is, to tame my tension. Celestial Seasonings. I wish I could make, the videos that like that. Some of the videos I make, they just flow so simply and so easily. I never freaking plan anything. If I do plan something, it's, yeah. Baby, 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 I love you. Baby, baby, baby. Boy, I enjoyed dancing the other day. That was so much fun. They came in and that music was just, it was just the perfect music. For my style of, hoofing it. Call it hoof. Oh, when we're, pros call it hoofing. There was a place in L.A. It was called the Itchy Foot. The Itchy Foot was something it was like a bar where dancers went or some damn thing. I don't know. But they also had pizza, so it was an Itchy Foot pizza. My buddy worked there. The Itchy Foot. That was funny. He worked there. He was the guy he worked at the Itchy Foot. And I worked with him when I first got to Los Angeles. He was a printer and I was a racker. And so eventually he got another job, and he brought me on to that company that he was working with. And basically as kind of I was the guy that was in charge of the MSDS notifications. That's a job that in places like that where you have high volumes of stuff going through there that are, VOC is, what VOC, volatile organic compounds or some shit, the stuff that goes into the air, that screws up the air. It was kind of like a, not a quality control, but kind of like, it was an environmental kind of, I was keeping track of the VOCs and stuff, trying to make sure that all that stuff was in order. So that's what I did. I was never trained in that. I kind of had to learn on the job because well, I'll tell you a story. I was living in Los Angeles, and I was, go to Los Angeles, try and make a living doing what I do. So anyway, I'm in my studio, and I am freaking broke, So I prayed and prayed and prayed. And it was a good experience for me to have that, that feeling, that salvation feeling, that experience of being like lighter than air and just being right there, it's beautiful. And I needed a job, and after I had prayed for a long time, and I got this just wonderful, magnificent feeling of oneness, and connection with Jesus. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up. The phone was ringing. I woke up, and it was him giving me a job. So I went to work, and I worked at that job with him for about, I don't know, it was a while. I saved every freaking penny I could get on that job. Because I don't like to work jobs like that. So if I have a job, I stash every single penny I can get. So I had a big amount of savings. For me, it was a big amount of savings. And before I left, I lost I don't know how much of it in some freaking Wall Street shit I was doing, and I ended up with only $3,000. And I left Los Angeles. I got there when I was 39. I left when I was 50. So from 39 to 50, it was a total of it was a total of about, what was it? It was a total of about, let me think when it was. It was, I think, well, I got a phone call here, so hang on a second. Hey, hello. Hello. I'm doing a video. No. All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. So, I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. Well, from 39 into 50, I accumulated, well, less than $3,000 because I got to Los Angeles. I had $700. I got my van, the orange van, and I went to Los Angeles with $700 in my pocket. Ended up staying there for 12 years. So, but then when I came back, I only had $3,000 and almost 12 years. That's like, it's nothing. It's nothing. It was a big waste of, well, I shouldn't say it was a waste. I mean, I was doing what I was doing. I did some interesting things. I mean, I went to Europe. My buddy gave me a round trip ticket to Paris, so I got to go to a show in Salzburg and saw Florence and Rome and Paris, and that if it hadn't been for me going to LA and doing art, I would have never had that opportunity. So that was one of the biggies that happened good for me in Los Angeles. And it was really interesting because I got that on my own. I mean, I didn't have a dealer. I went out and found a guy. I got all dressed up. I mean, when I showed up there it was like an international art fair thing in Los Angeles at the convention center. It was a huge deal. And that's where I met him. So that was good. But I'm, thinking about my friend with cancer, right? She's been a big supporter of mine, big supporter of my videos, bought lots of my work. She's bought more of my work. She's bought more of my work than any single person. That's for sure. She has a lot of my work. Which, as an artist, you really, if you can make a connection with somebody that likes your work, I mean, it's really special. Like today, it was kind of fun. I got a wedding invitation to my friend. Well, here's the picture right here. These are this man right here, he's kind of a big-time lawyer. He's a patent lawyer. He's a partner in a patent firm, and that's their house in the background. It's a big freaking house in L.A. I mean, no telling how much that house is worth. And he's the sweetest guy, and this is his wife. They love my work. And I met them in Los Angeles. I'll tell you a story about you never can tell what's going to happen. It's like there's no such thing as an accident kind of a thing. But you have to be ready for the accident when it happens to accept what's happening to you at that point. So my daughter's getting married. I'm the dad. That's what daughter means, isn't it, Rodney? So my daughter's getting married, so that means Dad's got to pay the wedding. So my ex-wife, who I still get along with to this very day, I mean, it's me. And so, I got to sit down. Oh, God. Oh, my back aches. I just forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, my daughter's wedding. So, this is a story about everybody knows something, regardless of who they are. So I was in LA, and there's a thing in Los Angeles called a Site Gallery, SITE. They have a Site Gallery in Santa Fe. The head of the director of the Site Gallery is a buddy of mine in LA. So I went to my daughter's getting married, so I took two of my big paintings. I was going to go down and try and sell them at this one location. I was talking to my buddy at the Site Gallery, and I was telling him I'm going to sell these paintings, telling him what's going on and stuff. And there was a homeless guy that was real close by, standing close by, and I said, well, I'm going to go up here. And the guy came right into the conversation. He says, you know, that place up there where you're thinking about going, that's more of a tourist place. But there's this place, you know, up the street, that there's a coffee shop there that services all the buildings that are around there. And I said, okay, thank you very much, thank you. And so that's where I went. Now, a lot of people looked at a homeless person and just kind of, you know, let that go in one ear and out the other. But I took it as advice, and that's where I met my friend. He came up, and he was with his secretary, and he saw the paintings. He had just bought a new house for him and his wife that I went to many times. Not the house that he lives in now. The house that he lived in at that time, I think it was on the same hill as the Hollywood sign. Because when you're going up to his house, the Hollywood sign's right there. You can see it. You're going right up the street, and there's a Hollywood sign. Then you got to go up these hills, wind up in the hills, and then you get up there, and it's pretty cool. And a cool house up there. And so I went. I took that guy's advice, and that's how I met him. He was the person that was responsible for taking care of me for at least a few years. Because he would introduce me to all of his lawyer buddies, and I would sell them paintings, and he was great. He never took a penny for anything, and they would always invite me to, like, any party they had, Halloween parties, always. Thanksgiving, I was always invited to that for the family get together, and they would take me to places like we used to go to the LA Athletic Club, for Thanksgiving dinner. Freaking buffet, man, first class. I mean, they had paintings there. They had paintings there by famous people. I mean, it was LA Athletic Club. It was swanky freaking place. And he would take me there and stuff like that. They took me. I was one of their close friends. And so his son's getting married. So I got the invitation today, and the son's getting married. So time's flying. I mean, I was 39 years old when I went to Los Angeles. My daughter's about the same age now as when I went to Los Angeles. She's going to be 40 this year. I know I don't look much over 40 myself, but what can you do? But I'm feeling good. I lost a bunch of weight. And I think the reason I lost weight is because I stopped eating junk. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Just stopped eating junk. freaking ice cream and cookies and crap, and the stuff I used to do videos about it. Throw away half a bucket of ice cream and a freaking half a thing of freaking cookies, and now I just forget it. I don't even want to get it. And to this morning, I don't know. I went to McDonald's to get something, but when I have this sausage thing, I always get it well done because I can't handle sausage unless it's like like a brick kind of thing. Then I can handle it. But if it's like squishy, mushy, and that's what it was. I forgot to tell them well done. I took like a little bit from the first one, and I threw that one and the other one away, left. So that was a good sign to get rid of that, because I was just like, what am I eating this for? But the things I eat now, I eat potatoes, beans, stuff like that. Pretty much a plant-based diet. I don't eat very much meat at all. I rarely have meat here. If I have some meat here, it will be frozen in a frozen thing I bought today, and I just buy those because they're convenient, and they're cheap. But I still don't like to eat that. But I was doing. Well, what am I even talking about this crap for? No reason to talk about that. That was the reason I'm making this video. I was thinking about my friend with cancer. Nice person, super individual. Hard-working person, very successful, highly successful person. Highly successful. I have great respect for anybody that can do what she's done. She succeeded. She had a dream and she pulled it off. And there's not very many people that can say that. Matter of fact, there's the people that actually have real dreams that well, not real dreams. I'm not saying that if your dream is not real. If your dream is to go to Disneyland and get the president's suite or something like that, hey, you can pull that off. But I'm talking about people that have dreams that about like building businesses and stuff like that. She pulled it off big time, and then gave it to her son. Sold it to him or whatever she did. I don't know. Anyway, he took it over. So what a great thing to have, mom and son. That's perfect. I wish it was dad and daughter, so my daughter can come over and take over my giant enterprise of. I'm really good at taking the little thing right there. I'm really good at that, taking that off. And I'm not really good at making a living, a decent living. I can skate. I can pull it off enough to where I can actually pay my food and that kind of stuff. But as far as like being able to pull it up to where I can, I never had a vacation. I never had a vacation. Actually, I had a vacation. My friend took me to Hawaii. My best friend, the guy who gave me he was a president of a very large travel agency. And I would talk to him, and I've known him since I was a teenager. He told me, yeah, I got a show in Salisbury. He says, well, are you going to go? I said, no, man, I'm not going. I didn't even think about going. How much does it cost to fly back and forth to Europe, and then all the expenses, I wasn't even thinking about it. No, I'm not going to go. He says, oh, you got to go. Delivered a ticket to me. And then I didn't consider that a vacation. But then he said, hey, let's go to Hawaii. And I said, okay. And so he took me to Hawaii. That was a vacation. It was great. But I don't see him that much anymore. Unfortunately, he's real busy. And lots of people are busy. The only person that's not busy is me. I got to get busy. I got to get busy with a new style. Maybe I think I'm gonna do this. I think this is gonna be my new style. I think this is it. I'm grooving on this. Makes me feel good. Makes me, like, the only thing is about this is if I could get it Wi-Fi. If I could get these things Wi-Fi, I think that I'd have something. I think I really, really would. I think that's a marvelous idea. Make Wi-Fi barrettes, or whatever these things are called. I use these to open my book, to keep my book open when I'm reading. So, that's what that is. But this is for my friend. I want you folks to pray for her. As she goes to see this person, or just pray for her. That's all. She's a good person. Very, very nice person. Very kind. Very nice to me, But I mean, it's me. I mean, everybody's nice to me, because they can just see the love that emits from me. Can you feel it? Can you feel that love? Oh boy. Well, I was just thinking about her, and this isn't much of a video, but it's for her, and I want you to, if you can, to pray for this woman that she is cured of her cancer. Lung cancer. Stage 4. I don't think she'd mind that I've been mentioning her. It's my friend Teresa. She watches all my videos. She comments on my videos. I've known it, but she's had it for quite some time, and she's doing real good, which is great. She's doing real good, so I'm very happy about that. But I still worry, It's like it's a for real thing, And I just pray that she, just keeps carrying on the way she is, because she's doing real good. But I'd like to see her cured. I'd like to see her cured. I would. Well, I'm getting tired. Oh, it's tiring. And I get when the sun doesn't come out and it's cold all day, man. But I've had an exciting couple of days. My transmission, I thought was going to be weird. That turned out to be a great experience. My microwave goes out. I go over there and I got a microwave for $67, plus tax, $72. So it wasn't a bad day for me. And so I have the now beautiful, elegant microwave. It's very elegant. Kind of matches my whole style, kind of like the whole ambiance, kind of the whole ambiance of the place, very elegant, sort of more Italian. I relate more to the Italians. The Italians, they have a really great style. It's a beautiful little painting. You can't hardly see it. It's a nice little painting. Well, folks, I'm gonna turn off the video. I'm gonna put it up, and about the time I put it up, it's only 7 o'clock. Usually I don't go to bed till real late. But in these winter days, when I've been up all day and things have been happening, I'm getting kind of tired. Plus, I've been drinking sleepy time, and I just don't want to. I've got to cut back so much on coffee. I've got to cut back, which I have. I've been cutting back on it, and thank God I'm not. I'm feeling real good from the marijuana experience. It's going to be, I think it's going to be like 2 weeks on Thursday, or 3 weeks, I can't remember. 19th is the day. I found that the 19th is the time I quit of January. So I feel a lot better that I'm not smoking pot. That freaking pot is not good for me. It's good for me if I just, well, I shouldn't say it's never good for me. I can't say it. I don't know. But I know that it's not good for me to have it around here because I can't do anything in a reasonable way. I can't. It's impossible. I cannot do anything in a reasonable way. It's got to be full blast on or full blast off. It's just insane that I can't, after all these years that I can't moderate. It's terrible. But maybe this is the beginning of the moderation process. Well, anyway, I just wanted to do this video for my friend Teresa. And pray for my friend Teresa, will you? She's a good person. I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.